Hey team, I've got a few requests for this particular video concerning the concierge service and how do you process it using Matrix. Now the concierge service, in a nutshell, is the way that you can create a search for your buyer clients in the neighborhood and the amount and all that information. And instead of sending them the results is first sent to you. You look at the particular listings to see if those listings line up to your buyer's needs. Then you approve them and it gets sent to the client. So we're going to attempt to show you from start to finish on how you take care of this and how relatively easy it is. All right, first thing you're going to log into your Matrix platform. And the very first thing you want to make sure is that contact is in the system. Okay, so we're going to use this guy here, Orky Diaz. If you don't have it, if you don't have the contact, just come in here and hit add. And add the person's name, email address. If you have a phone number, that would be great. Any other information you might have on mortgage pre-approval, stuff like that. Feel free to add this. But at minimum, what you're going to need at least is his name and email address. That's at minimum that you're going to want to do. Okay? So now you're going to come out and we're going to create the search. We're going to go in and do a standard search. Let's just say that this person wants a co-op maybe in Bayside. So you're going to select the cooperative. You're going to do the coming soon and active. You're going to set up his price. Maybe his price is $200 to $450. I don't know, something like that, right? Now we're going to come in and we're going to put the county. We're going to put him in Queens, and then we're going to come and you're going to plop him in Bayside. All right, he wants to move over there with his buddy. Now there's 92 searches, so maybe we want to refine this a little, and you want to put 2-bedroom. Actually, no, let's do 1-bedroom. See what how many 1-bedrooms? Oh, there's more 2 than 1. All right, we do 2, and we do 1. All right, that brings it down, and obviously you're going to refine it the way that you need to refine it. All right. Now, once you've done the search itself, now you're going to go into the results and you're going to start to see them. Okay. Now we're going to results. Now you have all 31 or 32 or 36, whatever the heck it was. Now what you're going to do is this is the base search. Whatever the results are. I did a pretty wide search. Queens are obviously populated. But then what you're going to do, you're going to come down to the bottom of your search and you're going to go into the save option. Save option gives you 2 or 3 different things. You could save the search, you could add it to your search bar, etc. The one we're looking for is right here. New auto email. That's what you want. What this is going to do, it's going to set up 2 types of emails. You have the option of 2 types of emails. Okay, and we're going to get in 1 second. You're going to come in here and you're going to find the person, your contact that you want to have. You could CC their wife, their partner, whatever. You could do any subject you want. Here's the search setup for the area we reviewed. Here's the generic comments that's emailed to him. You could edit this at your leisure. You could come over here. Now, this is where you have the 2 options that we were just talking about. Option 1 is the generic, I want them to be sent right away to him. I mean, the second it's listed, if it's listed at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it goes out to him, etc. No, I want him, he's busy. I want at the end of the day, send him first thing in the morning or at the end of the day. Whichever way you want to play it. But the concierge service, which is what I suggest you make for your buyer clients that have signed up for you, that you want to show your value. Don't forget, we have to be different. You're going to sit there. Part of your value proposition is I go through all the listings for you and I take that time so you don't have to. So when you get a listing suggestion from me, you know it should be a relatively good match for you. All right. So then what you're going to do, you're going to come right over here and you're going to check this box right here that says concierge service. Now notice when you hit concierge, everything disappeared. All right, you're given some default actions. I usually choose the default action. Once it's done, you hit save. So now it's going to save this search. It's going to email this to your client, and then it's going to move you to the next phase of this. This is the approval screen. All right. If you only had 5 results, you only have 5 here. If you have 10 results, you only have 10, etc. In our case, we had, I don't know, 30. Oh, we had 36. So what I suggest you do is go into number 1, look at it, see if this fits the client's needs, hit the checkbox, move on to next. This one, no, it doesn't. Miss one, you know, he likes garden apartments, so that's what I'm going to look at. You're going to hit next. It's another garden apartment. It fit. Now, obviously, I'm going to go do my due diligence and look at it and all that fun stuff. I'm going to come over here. It's another garden apartment. Oh, base, that's full of nice garden apartments. Come over here. Here's another one. You're going to keep doing this. I'm not going to obviously go through all 36 now because that would be silly. All right. So you're going to go out there, skip over the ones that don't fit the bill, check mark the ones that do. You're going to come down here and you're going to approve the selected. Now, realistically, you can go through this list and reject the ones you don't like. I like to go through and say approve the selected. What that's going to do, that's going to now send them an email, and they should be receiving this email from you that says, hey, I've selected XYZ ones, and take a look at it. But this is what happens. I'm going to bring over the email. Here is the email that was just sent. All right. This is what we wrote, right? Here is the search setup 0 minutes ago. All right. What's going to happen now? Now, this is the client facing. This isn't you. This is the client receiving this from you. Okay. It's receiving from you. Notice it's being received from allgeticr.homes. Now, what the client is going to do, they're going to hit view properties. It's going to open up on the One Home website, and notice here are the, I don't know, 4 or 5 garden apartments that we checked off. It's showing them where it is. Some are south of Northern Boulevard, some are north of Northern Boulevard. They could interact, they could click on it, they could look at the images and all that fun stuff. Also, when they go to star it, like it or not like it, what this is going to do, it's going to prompt them to log in. It's to confirm their name and address and opt-in information. So you want to tell them this. You want to say, do me a favor, when you're in there, sign in, so this way it would opt in. And if you haven't, they could add their phone number, which they will get a text alert, and you could set that up. All right, so they could play with this. It's a nice little website. They can request to it. There's a whole bunch of other fun things in here that will help them. All right, so we're going to move that out of the way. Now, where do you see this? Well, first of all, you're going to get an email like that saying, hey, I got that you have a concierge. I have set up this widget, which you can set up on your panel, and you could find the widget. And what happens is this will tell you what concierge listings you're getting. Also, you come up to the bell and you're going to see the concierge as well up here. So if you don't have the widget, don't go crazy. Just use the bell on top. All right. And then what happens is you go to it, and it's the same process again. You have all the ones that are there that are processed and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. Now, what happens if I want to update it? What happens if I want to adjust it? What happens if I want to edit it? Okay. You're now going to go to the contacts. You're going to go back to that particular contact. You're going to go into this section where it says auto email. Notice what it says. Here's what we set up. The areas reviewed. You could name this. That's the actual email. And when you click on it, it gives all the particulars. Notice it says residents coming soon, etc. Now, you could adjust the criteria. Okay. You can adjust the settings, and you could resend the welcome. You could open it on One Home. When you hit the settings, you could adjust the email. You could also send a link via text message. So let's assume we had the person's phone number. You can now send them by text message. add as a favorite search on the dashboard. And then, again, you could come in here and start adjusting it. Text message for blah, 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 include opt-in. You hit save. Okay. And now you could do it. Now, what happens if the client doesn't want these? Okay. Not a problem. You come back into the contact information. You hit this. And you go to the red button and you delete. And that will delete this this search from this client's profile, and they don't have to do it anymore. All right. Hopefully that helped some people. If you have any questions on how to do a concierge service or anything else, please feel free to reach out to me. And as always, all the best for your success. Be well.